Hi, Failsafe.
Hello, Captain.
'Cause we're captains all.
I hope it works well for you.
Don't know when I got that. Right, I need to swap my weapon, make sure I'm using a solar thing. At least for the time being. Arc, void, solar. I have my throwing knife that can work pretty easily. Just go somewhere with easier crit spots, I guess. Love this thing. Hi, babe! Just doing a couple dailies before I start up. Give people a chance to hop in. Nessus, yes. Love Nessus. Oh, let me up.
I detect another fallen mining crew. You are the expert, Captain. What would you like to do?
I would like to not deal with that, because I don't feel like doing it that way. I would rather just go and fight some Cabal. At the moment. Dang it. I contend that I technically got a crit with that fallen, but apparently it wasn't because I didn't get my knife back. There we go, knife back, it doesn't matter. Okay. Over to the Cabal side. Gotta love the cistern. It's really great. Very pretty. Much milk. What do you mean at least you're not here? You being here at least doubles the fun. I forget what this is. What is it? Let me on.
A conflux that's directly connected to Mars. The Vex there are having a heck of a time with the Red Legion, it seems like. Garden Gate gone. Bay lost. Bastion fallen. Huh.
That's interesting. I'm forgetting exactly what those are. I imagine it's Meridian Bay. Obviously the Garden Gate means that the gate on Mars is no more. But I don't know what the Bastion is. I completely forget that part. Real close there, but no cigar. Not close enough. Gotta get that count up. Just barely over 20, needed a bit higher. Lost a lot of time. Come on, come on. Thank you. People now. Missed. There we go. Damn it. Yeah, that figures. The dogs. And also being completely blinded. Yeah, that went less well than I thought it would, but didn't turn out too bad. Besides, I'm not trying to be perfect, I'm just doing casual shit so that I get some bounties done. I like to think that failsafe is in the chat, technically. This is fun music. Is this where the secret is? I guess it's where it would be, but I'm ahead of that quest, so. Okay, let's see. I need to do one more lost sector, and I need 18 more solar kills. Not too hard on either count. I just need to focus on knife throws and do this one more time. Or a completely different one. But, I mean, I'm here. Hey, you. The knife feels so good. I'm so glad they changed it to having like this fun animation and doing more damage, 'cause like that feels great. Nah, that was a bad shot. Knife is just super useful, and it's fun to throw, and like trying to go for it is really fun. Like it may get me in trouble sometimes because I'm like leaning on the knife to do the work, but like other times I'm just doing a knife and it's just really fun. It's just like a good. It's just a good ability. If I had a thing that would let that heal me, it would probably be. Actually, I think I do, but anyway, doesn't matter. The exotic I use lets me use it to get my grenade back, and that's also helpful. I missed. Scion. I did a goofy thing of accidentally, like, sending out that I was live. Like, I made the tweet and then sent it out to people before I was actually live. So that's a kind of a rookie mistake, but I at least went live pretty quickly after I noticed that. Which didn't take long. Because the Twitch dashboard and all that. Oops. I guess I'm not good at hitting the tanks on with the knife. like the explosive tanks on them. Oh, hi. Fuck off. This sidearm kind of slaps. It does a lot of good work. Really? That's just rude. Captain, would you allow me to live stream telemetry from your ghost? I would like to go exploring. Heck. Okay, is now a good time? Oh, babe, something I guess I should mention about this, because I guess you kind of know, but I'm doing Forsaken, so I'm gonna be going through the story, which means all of it, including, like all the Cade stuff, so vicariously experiencing that is in your future, and I feel like I should let you know and make it clear. Might as well pop over to Titan real quick. Get some water. Just gonna do some more dailies. Like I said, give people some time to hop in here. I've only been live for like 20 minutes.
Hey,
How's it going, Sloan? Grenade kills, melee kills, arc kills.
just got dropped in today. Power grid, still good.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, my audio's back to normal. Also, babe, that's where the pyramid is on Titan. You can kind of just sort of barely see it. It's like over here. You can get a better look of it. Look at it. Ooh, wait, I know. Yee, totes. Yee, what's up? Oh yeah, that's fucking great. Oh, I should do that. I'm kind of waiting for a higher view count at the moment because I think people haven't gotten into the chat yet. But remind me to do that. I really should tell people about that. It's so funny to me. Of course now for one of those is like not even. Well, no, you would have seen that, I think. But Nessus is still a thing. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to skyboxes later on, but heck. Is this better? No, you can't see it from here. What about? Nope, probably gotta go further, or it just isn't visible from here. Oh, come on. I should have. Ooh, I think I know what would get me like a really good view of. I think I know what might give me like a really good view of the pyramid ship if I go do this. wonder when they're gonna add more linear fusions in the game. Because something funny that I checked last night is that I checked the linear fusions that won't be sunset after this season, like they won't have the power cap anymore. I checked which ones like will be able to go beyond 1060 power, and the only two that I know of, there may be like a raid one or something, but the only two that I know of are this one, the Line in the Sand, which is from the season, which is from Saint 14 season. So pretty much only this one, and then the one from Crucible, I think, because it was released during a specific season. So like I think, so if I go and check linear fusions real quickly. Because there's only a few in the game anyway, but the only ones that would really be getting any use after this season would be Line in the Sand, which is still gonna get sunset pretty soon, like maybe next season, but it'll be sunset pretty, like it won't take too long at least. And then there's the Komodo, which I'm not even sure, like yeah, it has the same sunsetting, but it also has awful perks, and these are the only perks it can come with. So there's like really only one linear fusion that's gonna stick around. So I hope they add some soon. I'm not sure how good they are in the meta, but I enjoy using them. They're pretty good. Generally speaking, and I prefer them over sniper rifles. So I really hope that they get a little bit more love. But like, yeah, that's kind of it. Those are the only two linear fusions that are going to be available after then. It's kind of silly. Yeah, I'm gonna do this adventure partially because it'll give me a good look at the skybox for the pyramid ship, I think. And then we'll see, but I'll probably start Forsaken after that.
My crew says we've got two problems. Wizards on a tower roof doing who knows what, and the Fallen they've spooked.
So who do we fight?
Fallen first. They're using fuel cells to build an explosive countermeasure to the hive. Sloppy stuff. It'll blow us all sky high.
Oh no, I won't. I'm hoping that I can get more people to hear that in the first place. I hope that we can get like more people in here, and then I can share that with everyone. But yeah, I won't. I definitely want to tell that story. It's super funny. Where are all the Fallen? Need to keep them from blowing us up.
We've got their fuel cells. They won't be blowing up anything today. I see what they were doing. Volatile catenary percussion cap.
Good. Sending you coordinates to the hive.
Right, coordinates, hive. If we tweak this and rejigger that, that should work.
What should work?
We'll call it a hive disruptor. Let's go disrupt some hive.
Thank you, Ghost. Nope. It's like way off in the distance. But yeah, this mission takes us over there, so it should get like a very clear view of it in just a sec. Oh, hi. A Wrigley boy. Him wiggle. A Wrigley boy. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. Oh, that's way more thrall than I thought they were going to be. That was very sudden. That was a lot of thrall. Alright, let's move. Those are the real hive tactics. You get super entranced by their cute Wrigley boys, and then they just fucking bum rush you with like 20 thrall. That was almost cool the way I did it. But I missed, like, once. Really? What? There we go. Okay, so where is it from here? Okay, I think if I...
Which way, Sloan?
Up. You're looking for the top of a tower, the central platform.
I'm not gonna take any pics right now, but... Yeah, there's kind of the best spot to take a pic of the pyramid ship. I've taken a lot of pictures of the pyramid ship on Titan, but this is kind of like the best view of it because most things are not in your way. But yeah, there it is. Sitting there, menacingly. It's a really weird, awkward placing, in my opinion. Like, it's not where I thought it would be in terms of, like, the Titan one. But I guess looming there kind of ominous is
Eliminate
neat.
the wizards, destroy their project, and stabilize this rig.
Okay, let's finish up this adventure.
What was that? I could feel the shaking from here. What did you do?
Tell you later.
I forget pretty often that a lot of the first few, a lot of the adventures in Destiny were originally designed so that you only had two primaries and not a primary, a special, and a heavy. Because that's how the game used to operate. And it was really weird.
We got him, Snow.
How bad's the damage?
Minimal. Nothing your crews can't fix in a day or two. Really, it looks as good as new. More importantly, the resonator's gone.
I'll take your word for it.
Cool. Ooh, threat detector surrounded on this thing. That sounds good. Might give that a shot at some point. I have way too many kinetic weapons. Alright, let's get started with Last Call. Hey, V's. That's a mood. I mean, you're more alive than Cade.
Well, this is awkward. You got a gun I can borrow?
No. But I do have a bullet with your name on it.
Any second now, my partner is gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you. And you, my man.
This is going to hurt. A lot. Any last words?
How's your sister?
What if he missed? He fully closes his eyes in that moment. Yeah, she's completely fine, which is great. So, and he believes that, even though technically he's wrong, and like he like he thinks she's fine, but he's wrong in the sense that the Mara that he believes in is the fake one. But still, what he like fully closes his eyes in that scene. What if he just missed? It's like a whole outtake.
Petra Venge. Thanks for the invite. What you packing for this party?
The usual.
Ooh, do the thing. Seriously, watch this. That'll never not freak me out. Do it again.
Later. Maybe. Right now, Gen Pop is running wild. Fortunately, the main arena and lower levels remain on lockdown. But if the core security systems fail, containment is going to be a problem.
Just another day at the office. All right, partner, this is a Cade riff in 6. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up. Now let's go to prison! Woo! Got you! Got you! Got you!
This whole mission is just, aha, Cade, your antics. I compared this at one point to a Disney ride, and I think that still stands as an apt comparison for this mission. Yeah, it's a good set piece mission. Be annoyed with Cade all you want. No one here is going to care.
Oh, these guys really want to dance.
This riot has to end here. If these killers get out, the reef will be overrun.
So we split up and take them out. And a 1, 2, 3. Oh, PB, you throw the best parties. without me.
I'm gonna get eyes on that explosion. You two join me when you can.
On our way, Petra.
Yes, this is the guy that people get upset about dying because he's the quippy one. He's the one who's not overly serious all the time. He's also Hunter Vanguard, and I think maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
Took out security on the lower decks. I'll check the high-value prisoners down there.
You and Cade head to the security hub. Get security back online.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
crowd isn't gonna just let us stroll into the security hub. I'll go high, you go low.
I don't have to kill any of these people. I can just run. I care not for their petty squabbles.
Nice shooting, pal.
Yeah, no, they weren't particularly interesting. I mean, Eris is great, but she is no longer a hunter, or I don't know, and I don't think she would want that position. Even if she were still a hunter, I don't think she'd want that position. Most hunters don't want that position.
Can I just say I'm having the time of my life right now.
You're valid, babe.
Who taught you that move? Wait, it was me, right?
I mean, they open with his death. They open with him getting shot. So yeah, he's dying. That's one of the selling points for this. Yeah, the trailer was him dying to a cool cowboy song, and that was the trailer. Yeah, that's it exactly. That's what happened. Big wizard, dead wizard.
I'm at 60, 70, 80.
I have definitely killed more than that, anyway. Oh, something I want to point out, because it actually is a fun little bit of world building here. All of the enemies are like a cell block, and then like another thing to show like they're in like a prison gang, and it's like a funny little bit of additional stuff where it's like, oh, there's the rat. There's what is probably the Rat King's crew, and then there's like, and then there's a Cabal faction.
Whoa, this was not part of the plan!
Cade!
Scratch that! Definitely the plan! Meet you at the security hub. Go left. Left! Your other left!
But yeah, just all of them have like D-Block cult thrall, because they're part of a cult that is like formed around like this one really big ogre that we're about to fight. And that's like one of the best parts of this mission is that they have a lot of character for just adding.
Before going in.
Oh yeah. This next part, babe, you're gonna love it. You're totally gonna love it. It's the most Disney park ass, like, park ride animatronic bit. You're gonna love it, I promise.
Oh, you
Okay.
missed a truly masterful performance. All that's left is the coup de grace.
Oh, it's sarcasm.
What's happening to the floor? Ah, these hive are junking up the works. Get out of here, will you?
So while we're doing all the hive killing on this part, he's gonna be quippy. And I'll be sure to get all of that in.
I've got scrub. Now,
Remember to purge the buffers.
sure, got it. One question? How do I do that?
Press the red button,
They're all red!
then press all of them.
I can't believe that worked. I am amazing at this. Scratch that. It did not work. Don't
See what I
worry,
mean
you
yet?
got this. Do your thing.
Exactly. You mean after this you're not gonna make a new Tumblr blog about how Kate is your husbando? Your dead husbando?
Come on, come on. And stay down. Tech support with extreme prejudice. Well, everything's where it's supposed to be, but now it's asking me for some kind of secondary activation. Should be a terminal you can use out on the catwalks. I'd go with you, but I hear this place has turrets, and I really want to fire them. By the way, you and me, good team. Let me get that door for you. Oh, the turrets have a manual mode. Interesting. Hey, buddy, what do you think of my new guns?
But like, you see what I mean about how this is basically just kind of a Disney ride, and he's like the star character animatronic that does a lot of flashy stuff for you to watch while you enjoy the ride.
Oh, I could get used to this.
And I will add that this could have been so much better paced, but we only have one mission with him. That was a huge whiff. You have not killed 200, Cade.
I've hit a locked door. Any updates for me?
He did get... He's technically manually using the turrets, but like, yeah, he's not killing any of them himself. And he was killing them before, but it doesn't count to me. Which is silly, because it's just a dumb competition that he's counting all of his kills. Alright, here we go. I get to sit back, I get to drink some water, get hydrate.
You in the green now, PV?
Yes, accessing the lower levels now. Just gotta check on a couple of things. And then we can call it a day.
So long as you're the one buying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looks like we're all done and dusted here, kiddos. Ramen's on me.
Looking pretty good down here. Just gotta check one last thing.
The really good thing about this campaign is that Petra also gets to be a character for a couple seconds. And Petra's fun.
No, 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 no! Cade! He's gone! This isn't a prison riot. It's a prison break!
The airlock on Deck Zero. It's the only way out this far down. They're going to escape.
Not if I
Plot
get there
twist.
first.
Cade?
No, it was... I don't know if it was a cartoon sound effect. It was probably a very stock, like, gun sound effect. But cartoon sound effects fit Cade very well, because he is himself a joke. I'm not sure I heard what you mean, but... maybe? Probably.
Never felt better.
Now for the fun cutscene, the cool cutscene.
You see that, Petra?
Oh, maybe.
Guardian. Must have knocked out the comm relays with that spectacular landing.
It's them. It's the boys.
And cue the ominous music. Okay, everybody. Back in your cages. I I said,
Just wait up.
back in your cages. Yeah, that hurt. Sorry, not sorry.
Fun action scene. Woohoo! I mean, it is kind of hard to do, like, in-depth, like, close quarters combat in a first-person game.
That's it. Now I'm pissed.
Wow, really pulling a Saint 14 there, Cade.
Oh, is that really all you got?
And now for the dumb part.
You help me out here, little buddy.
It's the squad.
I'm coming home, Ace.
Cade? Petra?
Oh right,
What's
we're
happening
playing a
down
video
there?
game.
Come in, Cade. Hey, welcome back.
Doesn't
We
it,
fell
though?
These 20 stories down, and I can't reach Cade or Petra.
Because it's really kind of frustrating, because it's, like, there's some good beats, but it's not fleshed out enough. I feel like you could have had, like, a couple more missions with Cade, and you could actually be helpful. And like do some things, like shoot an enemy that was actually in your way.
But this ether is wrong somehow.
Keeping in mind that the last time we Yeah. Keeping in mind that the last time I think we saw Cade in like a fully animated cutscene, like where he had a voice actor besides like a couple in like the Taken in the Red War, like besides the Red War, the last time he was a presence that was, it was where he was like the main person who was doing stuff, and he was like doing a whole bunch of stuff while Ikora and Zavala were just twiddling their thumbs during the Taken War campaign. So like, yeah, besides where he was stuck on Nessus, he had like a whole campaign where he was the most competent Vanguard because he was able to get us a stealth drive to get us onto the Dreadnought, and that's the whole reason we were able to beat Oryx.
Something's loose, and it's close.
Yeah, because they were like, we can't write a decent character for all three. We can't write decent characterization for all three of the main Guardians besides us. Oh, should pay attention. So they killed one so that the other two could be slightly more characters.
They used to be fallen.
And yeah, Arcane didn't come in until Moon's Haunted, where Eris and Ikora had some interesting dynamics going on. So Arcane got to step in when Ikora was being a character. All right.
Cayde must be further down. There's a hatch over there.
Well, here's the fun thing: is that if you got in during the Red War, you didn't have a chance to get attached to Cayde. Yeah, it's not working.
Fallen didn't just become this.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, it wore off pretty quickly for me. I think the person who's been playing Destiny the longest out of the 3 people in chat, 3 including me, like, his backstory's interesting. His backstory's fun, but it's not. I don't know. It's
detecting activity below us, but I still can't get anyone on comms.
I should see if I can do the mission for Ace. Almost certainly not all of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now's a good time to talk about that. So, when Arcane kind of got in with the new player stuff, like all the new. Yeah, so one of the things about starting a new character with the free Shadowkeep stuff is that you don't do the Red War automatically, and you don't do half of the stuff, but the world kind of sets it like that. Like it sets itself that to be like, you haven't played this, so you don't see a bunch of stuff for some reason. So with the Forsaken stuff, you don't see that the Cade plaque in front of Zavala. You don't see any of the Cade memorial stuff that they have in the tower. You don't see that at all. But you don't see the Leviathan in orbit around Nessus. So I've been playing with Arcane for like a while, and we just sort of decided that his Warlock is just kinda in a weird timeline situation where the Leviathan just isn't where it's supposed to be, even though I'm staring right at it and I'm pointing right at it, and he should be able to see it, but he can't. So there's just this whole thing of like I'm like trying to show off some cool stuff in orbit around Nessus, or I'm trying to show off like these small little details that I can see, but Arcane can't. So I'm like, well, just alternate timeline. And now the Almighty's not in orbit around Mercury, and I'm not sure what's going to happen to the Leviathan, but it probably won't be in orbit around Nessus. But it doesn't matter, because Arcane can't see it at all. It's so silly that's a thing, and it's super funny to me. Because he will probably never see them, because it takes some setup to actually, like, to actually, like, have all that in your instance, apparently. And I think we did we go through the entire Red War, and it's still, and the Almighty still didn't show up?
The lower we go, the more corrupted ether we see.
Yeah, cause I think it ended up being that like your character is like kinda allied or in league with some Vex and so yeah. So but like there's this thing of like you're like partially in a timeline where the Cabal just aren't in existence or something, because the Vex wanted to be like, no, fuck the Cabal. No. You don't have to deal with the Cabal, our good Warlock friend. I guess I should also kind of add some stuff about the Scorn here, because in promotional material, pretty much all of the description was like, they're fallen zombies. They're undead fallen. They resurrect using not the light, so they're zombies instead of guardians or whatever. But like, so like there's this whole thing about them being undead and how they get resurrected multiple times, but it's kind of messy. Yes, that is also a part of your character's backstory. Your character has such an amazing backstory, and you just kind of came up with it on the spot after being annoyed with some Cabal. Oh yeah, Guardians are zombies, but like the Scorn are fallen zombies. And the reason, and something about the way they're designed is that there are a couple versions of their forces, like you've got the yeah, the EDZ sucks. But you've got these guys, which are raiders. You've got some other ones, but the ones we've been fighting, the ones with the swingy things, like those are headless. Though the ones that melee you are headless, and there's another set that are headless, and then there are these things, the Screebs, which explode like Cursed Thrall, but they're like so far gone that they're just kind of charge at you and explode units. Well, hopefully... Well, with Beyond Light, hopefully you'll get the, Cosmodrome, and that'll be a lot better than the EDZ, because it's way more open for the most part, besides, like, the tunnel system. So it should be, like, way more comfortable to play in. Oh, you forgot Thrall? Acolytes and Thrall, yes. But these are Screebs, they're Splody boys. But there's kind of like a thing... Well, speaking of hopefully doing more with the Scorn, you want a hot take? You want a hot take, V's? I think the Scorn should have been on the moon instead of the Fallen. Because the Fallen that were originally there were House of Exile, which eventually became the Scorn. So the Scorn should have been on the moon like the whole time. It should never have been House of Dusk. You do, because you're super creative.
No. Kate's ghost. She's dead.
Oh yeah, also this is a weird jank
Without his
timeline
ghost,
situation.
Cayde
We're doing
dies.
this while Cayde is
We've gotta
fighting.
find him.
We were doing all that while Cayde was fighting, and Cade's ghost just got shot, technically. Moon zombies, heck yeah. Moon's even more haunted now. That's not where you should be facing. Hey, you're facing the wrong way, guy.
Hold on, Kate. We're coming.
Yeah, that was weird. That was, That was a little jank. Sometimes that happens. It's very weird. Anyway, we're almost done with this first mission. It only took me, a while, but... It's the squad. It's the Scorn. They're super cool.
He didn't feel a thing.
How's my hair? Speechless. Typical. Oh no. There's nothing I can... I'm sorry. Listen, kid. This ain't on you. This is what I get for...
Me too.
For playing nice. You tell Zavala and Ikora. The Vanguard is the best bet I ever lost.
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead. You answer your question already. The Braytech were a bunch of sadists and really shady, and also capitalists.
He had the worst jokes.
It's time for a funeral.
I wanted to laugh. I really did. We should have been there. This is not your fault. This is on the head of Uldren Sov. But if
you might want to change. I think you might want to change your opinion here.
Not. It's the beginning. We're going to fight him. Do you hear me? All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter. We will take the Reef by storm. And then...
Oh, yes. He did have the worst jokes.
Mount the head of that son of a bitch on his precious throne. For our fire team. For Cayde.
No.
What did you say?
We are not an army. We are not conquerors.
I love Forsaken, but I hate Forsaken because it's the one time where I will concede that Zavala has a point.
On our home, our people, the Traveler. The Reef was lost the moment it lost its queen. So if another Sov wants a stretch of lifeless rocks, let him have it.
This is Cayde we're talking about. For us to do nothing is
say it.
Cowardice.
I refuse to bury any more friends.
You won't have to.
Oh shit. Guardian is talking.
Uldren Sov is mine.
Oh shit. We talked. For once. Yeah. Isn't it super surprising? Because we never talk. This is, like, this and Shadowkeep are the only times we've talked in this game. Because I guess our Guardian has, like, a vow of silence that can break only once a year. For, like, 2 lines. Don't forget what? What am I forgetting? Will it fly? Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, babe, is that technically, yes, you are correct. Will it fly is a thing. But, it's also the first thing our Guardian said in Destiny 1, because that mission is a rehash of the first ever Destiny mission. So it's either you're saying it around the time of Shadowkeep, or the Guardian said it around the time of when they first got resurrected. So it's like a yearly vow of silence thing.
How can I help?
But yeah, so something I want to bring up about the Scorn before I continue with the story, and we're not gonna, and we'll probably hop into a mission about pretty soon anyway. But the way they work is that the Fanatic can resurrect all of them, including himself, as many times as he wants. It's just that in theory, there's like a limit, because if they revive a little bit too much, like if they revive too much, they might go more and more feral and turn into Screebs. I love you too, babe. if you need to hop out of chat, I totally understand. I will just continue info dumping because that is what I'm here to do right now. But there's this whole like sort of potential degradation over.
I thought you'd be gone by now.
Over
I would
time.
attempt to dissuade you from your course, but it would only insult us both. As it stands, we've
Okay,
got
babe, I
every
love you.
available guardian dealing with escapees from the prison of elders. It's still not enough. If you go to war with the Reef, it's a war you will have to fight alone. The Vanguard cannot help you.
Oh yeah, because it's the whole thing of like, he's not gonna sponsor this, but he's not gonna say you can't do it because he definitely still wants revenge. But he doesn't think sending a whole ass army is a good idea. I have too many kinetic weapons. What? What do you want, Banshee? What the fuck?
Memory ain't so good these days. But Cayde. Never forget Cayde.
No.
Hunter through and through. Left all his worldly possessions to whoever finally took him down. Don't know about you, but I'd rather lose every last memory in my head than know that little prince holds Cayde's prize cannon. The Ace of Spades. You gotta promise me, put Uldren in the ground and get the Ace of Spades back. If anyone should have the ace, it's you.
I love Banshee. Banshee is apparently like a good friend of Cayde, as far as I understand. Hunter, Vanguard, Uldren, Sov. Everything is pointing to that. They're just taking their sweet ass time with it. He has technically inherited it, and he deserves it. But like, it's this whole thing of like, Banshee technically used to have a whole.
Memory ain't so.
Shut up. Oh come on, we're gonna have to listen to him again. Banshee and Cayde used to be tight, and I really like that about him. And the thing that exists. There's like one thing that really gets me about Cayde's death, and it's the fact that Banshee helps you run through his. Yeah.
What do you need?
But like, so like it's this whole thing where like Banshee has his own thing beef with Uldren for killing Cayde. And he has like a whole thing where he's helping you fix the ace after you beat the Forsaken campaign, and after you take your revenge and all that. I love the quest to one of the hidey holes. The hidey holes? What? But like the most feeling I got from like Cayde's death, was you kill you kill Uldren, and then you get the ace from him, and then you finish, and then you go about repairing it, and then once the ace is like pretty much fully restored, you go back to him, and he's and because oh yeah that was good. That was a fun thing. Cayde had a whole bunch of stashes like Guardian. That. I remember that. But like at the end of getting the ace, you return to Banshee, and he's like, please remember remember because he has like memory problems because he's been reset 44 times. And so there's like, so you finally get the ace, and he's gonna give you like this heartfelt thing about remember Cayde, remember what you're fighting for and stuff, and then he spaces out, and then he just says, "Hey, has anyone seen Cayde around recently?" Because he legit in that moment forgets that Cayde is dead, and it's like, and it is actually a little bit heartbreaking, because like I know very little about. I honestly know not a lot about Cayde's lore, but I know that he and Banshee were tight, and Banshee like forgetting that Cayde's dead for a moment and having to potentially relearn that from someone is really sad to me. But yeah, that's a fun mission, and it's one of Cayde's stashes, and I'm gonna listen to Ikora now.
Lies a wasteland called the Tangled Shore. That's where you'll find Uldren. I won't stop you from going. As for Zavala, he would cling to the broken pieces of the future he imagined until they crumble in his hand. He hasn't seen what I've seen. Ever since the Traveler woke, it's been speaking to me. Visions of crowns, roses, silver trees, candles that turn into bonfires. And I'm not the only one. If you see something new, don't be afraid to pursue it.
And we're going to ignore that.
But the city needs a unified vanguard. Or at least the illusion of one. And this is your road now. Carry the light.
Oh yeah, so this is a whole thing. This is how you got the Forsaken subclasses. The come on, load. PlayStation 4 is so slow. Oh my god. But how you get the middle tree? Eventually you go to Io, and you hear the light talk, and it for like one of the first times, and it's not really anything super new, but it's like, we're gonna give you subclasses, and you approach trees. They don't look like the Tree of Silver Wings, but you approach some trees, and that's how you get your power. And it was an interesting mission, and I think it may have been foreshadowing the Tree of Silver Wings, or maybe that's why they put it in Io. But like, yeah, it's kind of a thing, and you can't replay it, so we're not going to. Instead, we're just gonna continue with the playthrough. I should make sure that I have my phone on me, just in case I get texts and stuff from my fam indicating that I need to end soon. But I don't think I do yet. Let's see. Just gonna... Not now, close, not now. Okay, so I know when the dinner reservation I have is. It's not tacos anymore, which sucks. Anyway, we're gonna hop back in to the story. Next up is High Plains Blues, which is our introduction to the Tangled Shore, which is why I didn't start on the Tangled Shore. Here we go. Here we go. So there's this. Oh, cutscenes. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Sephiroth. Doesn't even sound like that. I'm just being goofy.
Yes, I am humbled by your gracious acceptance. Mara Sov, my sister, your queen, may be gone. But she is with us
the boy.
now, and always. As for you, my friends, my barons, you embraced me when I was cast out. And for that, I gift to you the bounty of the Tangled Shore. Go, unleash upon the fallen chaos.
By your grace, Father.
You would be proud. The Reefborn's love for their queen remains undiminished.
Love is fleeting, but devotion. Now that is forever. Not one of them has ever shown more strength of devotion than you, my dear brother. The Awoken cannot be trusted. You and I know that better than anyone. Together, we can bestow upon our people the fortune they so richly deserve. Extinction.
This is Mara Sov's old outfit, by the way. Mara herself never wears this in-game. She gets new threads and looks way cooler.
Free me. Come.
It do be Riven.
Let us see what dreams may come.
Oh yeah, he killed a bunch of Corsairs, by the way. Like, he's like being manipulated like this, he's being super evil. Like, he's done a whole bunch of bad stuff. And yeah, it's all Riven's fault. It's 100% Riven. Technically also Savathun, but mostly Riven. Riven's doing the acting. Now's a good time to let everyone know in chat that reminding you that to get some water, take meds if it's around that time for you. Take care of yourselves. And I hope you're enjoying the stream so far.
The
Yeah.
Tangled Shore.
And now we're going back into the
Lawless
game.
Frontier of outlaws, scavengers, pirates. Murderers like Uldren and his fallen would fit right in. We need to search the shore. From the fallen camps in Quitter's Well to that ancient Awoken watchtower on the horizon. Leave no stone unturned. Uldren can't hide from us.
I think that is literally what happened. I need to look through that lore again, because there is lore that shows like maybe what happened, but like it's sort of not always clear. But I think legit that is what happened. He's like he wished that he had his sister to guide him, and then Riven like capitalized on that, and then really dug into him to be able to manipulate him.
Cade's killers are skulking about the Tangled Shore. It's not much of a lead, but it's all we've got. Let's get to searching. Uldren and his gang of fallen can't hide from us.
Is this Quitter's Well? Is Quitter's Well in this? Is Quitter's Well part of this? There's Thieves Landing, there's Fourhorn Gulch, there's Trapper's Cave, there's Empty Tank, Kingship, Sorix's Cut. I don't think Quitter's Well is part of this. Alrighty. I'm just gonna be doing this mission. Super dramatic. You keep on running, but I'm closing in. I'll hunt you down until the bitter end. Hell yeah. Yeah, I get you. You do you. I'm not sure what tutorializing people in WoW entails, but I hope you're enjoying it.
Energy signature on your display. Might be worth checking out. Huh. Well, that's gotta be something.
Alright, let's move.
This is some kind of smuggler's tunnel.
I was talking about sun setting earlier because I'm genuinely convinced, because I'm almost certain that the only linear fusion rifles that are going to be available after sunsetting, unless they release more in the next expansion, are going to be like one from the Saint 14 DLC and one and the Crucible one from the same season, which sucks. Welcome back. We get to listen to the Fanatic be really cool as a main villain.
Fought in the prison of elders. They're spreading.
We got a lineup of some of them.
There.
I think a little over half.
Perhaps you will give my children a better fight than your friend Kate.
Thanks for egging me on.
And my sword.
So yeah, for these first couple of missions, the Scorn are gonna be egging you on pretty much constantly. And by you, I mean me, because I'm the one playing technically, but in a general experience, that's what's happening. They're just egging the player on.
Out of this servitor, corrupting it.
There sure is. Headshot. You fuck. Okay, we did it.
Someone's hacking our comms.
You're late. Here I was thinking I'd be hunting Uldren alone.
Petra Venge.
Hey,
we
Petra.
need to talk. Face to face. I'm on my way to see an old acquaintance. Word is, he wants Uldren and his barons dead as much as we do. Problem is, the feeling is mutual. So my acquaintance is laying low in a hidden bunker. If we want him to open the door, we can't leave any witnesses. Clear the area.
Yep, that makes sense. I wanna point out, since it's here, there's a good chance that this enemy, along with one other, are two versions of Headless Scorn, because somehow they've just been used as basic stuff. Their head could also just be super tiny, because like the rest of the body just got so dang big, and the head might just be small. But like the general idea is that there's at least one or two subsets of Scorn that are headless because they've been resurrected so many times. And then there's the ones that explode, which are just entirely like mindless and such. And that's kind of a whole thing. But at the same time, we've also seen that Fikrul can resurrect a whole shit ton of times because he's a strike boss, and that's kind of his thing. Like in canon, he just continues to resurrect himself. And we also see that with the machinist, because, well, it's very unlikely to see it because it's an incredibly hard public event to do the heroic version of. But there is a heroic version of a public event where instead of fighting just a random Scorn boss, you'll fight the machinist, who's called the Resurrected Machinist. So I'm pretty sure all of the barons could be resurrected, but they really only just have the two that are shown to be resurrected. It's the backup, the Spiky Boys. I love them. Hi, Audra.
Our backup are fallen.
Don't be racist, Ghost.
Did I forget to mention that?
Ghost, don't be racist. Anyway, fighting Scorn. I wonder if we'll get some Scorn update with Beyond Light. I feel like we should, cause if anything, we'll get to learn. Like, it's the Fallen who took darkness powers sort of on accident and kind of unknowingly, and then the Scorn who are actively, and then the Fallen who are actively joining the darkness with the pyramid ship. Like, those are two things that should maybe have a little bit of a dynamic, and I hope we get an update on the Scorn.
The Scorn aren't
So,
not anymore.
I would appreciate that, but I'm just kind of speculating. What's also fun, in terms of like the mechanics, I guess, of the Scorn and the aesthetic, is that you can kind of see how the Mindbender and the Machinist are like big contributing factors to them, because they have one, unique weapons, and two, you can definitely see the ritualistic side where they're kind of where probably the Mindbender put in a lot of like notes on how to properly wield these new resurrection powers.
Dead Fallen as frenzied, bloodthirsty puppets, and he believes Uldren gave him that power.
And because the fanatic thinks that Uldren gave him the power to resurrect the fallen. Yes, the Hive's Bando. The good. I hate his title, and they give you like 2. Hold on, I need to pull up this lore tab real quick. Actually. Oh god, I'm in the middle of a fight. I need to pull up a lore tab because it gives you like 20 different titles that are better for the Mindbender than the actual thing that he gets. Yeah, I'm gonna get somewhere safe, and I'm going to pull this up because it's actually something I want to bring up real quick. So if
Uldren and the Barons murder Cayde and then come here. What's so special about the Tangled Shore?
That's not my secret to tell, Guardian. It's the reefs.
Thank you for being mysterious.
Uldren sent the Barons here for a reason. I just need to confirm my suspicions.
So if we scroll down, this is the lore tab that talks about the Mindbender's origins. So if we scroll down, we get Hyrax the Twisted and Hyrax the Ascendant. Both are so much better than Hyrax the Mindbender, because the Mindbender is a dumb idea, and I've gone off with you already on this tangent, but the idea of him being mind control guy is not as interesting as him being the Hive guy. Oh yeah, the Dreaming City was like this whole... It wasn't 100% secret because you saw it in the trailers, but there was this whole thing about the Dreaming City being like the post game, where it was full of secrets, full of interesting stuff, and like you got to discover that by going into... You got to discover that by like completing the campaign and then going into the Dreaming City. It's like a whole big reveal at the end of the campaign, and not only is it like a single mission, you get like a whole thing of like earning your way into the Dreaming City before actually entering. It's super fun. I love how they introduced the Dreaming City. The main thing about this DLC, though, that rubs me the wrong way, besides the pacing of Cayde's death, is that as soon as you enter the Dreaming City, the stuff with the Scorn just stops, because you've technically killed all the Scorn. But here's the thing: is that that's at the end of the campaign. That's like after you kill Uldren. After you kill all of the Scorn, I think there's another space in the story where he could have died and it would have made some good sense. But like, I don't know. There's like multiple ways it could have gone. Because if Cayde died at the end of the campaign, yeah. There's this mission, and like the mission after this is, I think, where Cayde could have died, because it gives us a chance. Yeah, they could have done his whole thing so much better.
Shine your shoes, Guardian. You're about to meet the Spider.
Ooh. We're gonna meet the Spider. Cutscene again, and we're gonna talk again, one more time, and that's it. Spider.
Well, if it isn't Petra Venj, jailer in the solar system. What brings you to my home away from home? Away from home.
That would have been kind of fun.
On the run, are we?
I heard you lost the shore.
You lost my shore.
Thought you might want some help getting it back.
A guardian? And where, oh where? Pray tell, is its ghost?
Never mind the ghost. There were 2 guardians at the Prison of Elders when it fell. Cayde 6, and this one. The three of us want the same things.
And this one.
Uldren and his barons. Dead.
What is your... Oh, I see. Despite our clear, mutually aligned interests, I'm sorry, but I can't help but feel like it is I who will come up short. It's true. I know where Uldren and his barons scheme. You go, scratch your itch, then we can just say, you owe me. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
And now we will never talk again. That's it. That's the last bit until Shadowkeep, where we talk. That's it. We're done talking. That's it. I love the spider. I love the spider and his spiky boys. Yeah? Moon's haunted. Shadowkeep. Okay, talk to Petra.
I'm sorry about Cade. He didn't deserve to... And my people are in ruins. Those who knelt to Uldren he slaughtered. The rest have scattered. But it's not too late for revenge. Here. This bow is for you. Straight from the Vestian armory. Let's go set things right.
Wow, a bow. I love it. I'll definitely be using it. Oops, I dropped it. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Petra. I dropped the cool bow that you gave me that I was definitely going to use. Bye.
One more thing before I give you the location of the Baron's soiree. The prison of elders continues to leak like a sieve. Someone should clean up.
You'll have to play Forsaken, babe.
Traipsing off for murder and mayhem. What do you say, friend? Quid pro quo before you go?
The spider is willing to help you track down the scorned barons, but before he scratches your back, you'll have to scratch his. Take down a few escapees from the prison of elders, then he'll give you the info on Uldren and his barons that you need. Complete 5 bounties for the spider. Also, you have a bow. You have at least 2, I think. You have some bows. And you also won't have to, you also don't have to play Forsaken for those. But also, we could play Forsaken later at some point. I'd be down. Fallen, precision kills, chess. Sure. And then escape. Is there one that's like here? I hope they release more bows. There should be more bows for us to get, to be honest. I don't care about any of these. I know I need to do at least one. I guess I'll get... Which one is easy? There's one in Sorix's Cut. One on... if you have one fizz, if you have one fizz, it might be that bow. It might be the bow that she gave me. It depends. So there's 4 here, and then I need to... I guess... What's an easy one? What's an easy one? I guess I can do that one. That one's pretty quick. Gotta make a pit stop on Io. Oh yeah, you do have the heavy. I forgot about that for a second. The one that you hate. Lol. Okay, so the dinner reservation is 6:30, I think. So we might have to end soon. Hopefully I want to try and get through I want to try and get through the next mission, the next story mission after I have to do these bounties, hopefully. That's what I would like to do, but we might not make it that far. It depends on how long some of this takes. But yeah, hopefully this will work out. I'm not 100% sure on whether or not it will. But yeah, and I have my phone here just set up for like when I should be ready to leave. Hopefully we'll be able to do it in time. But either way, this is just the first stream of many, and then the second stream will probably be 100%. It'll probably be like all, the second stream will probably be basically just hunting down all the Barons and talking about why each of them is cool and better than most of the other characters in Destiny. Also, babe, I don't think I've shown you my hunter recently. Do you like my look? I can do some poses if you need. But do you like my look? Ooh, hold on, babe. Also, another thing. Have you seen the pyramid ships flying around on Io? Yeah, I'll show you. Have you seen the pyramid ships? That's another thing. They're like flying around now. They're like all over the place. It's super cool. Have you seen that? You've potentially seen it now, at least. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is my hunter look. I'm using an Ahamkara looking. I'm using an Ahamkara exotic. So this is my hunter look. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna do this Lost Sector real quick. Get it out of the way. And then I'll head back to the Tangled Shore, and hopefully we can get through Scorn. Or rather, we can get through the next story mission. The ultimate guardian, who ate all the other Ahamkara, who wastes all the other Ahamkara, has eaten up all their bones. That doesn't work at all. Bones. Bones, bones, bones. Okay, I hate how... This lost sector is so crowded. Hey, wait a minute. You got health back. What the fuck? Like more... Babe, have you seen the garden stuff? Have you seen I mean, you probably haven't, but the bosses in Garden of Salvation are really planty, but also by like Radiolarian fluid amoeba. Do you mean like more? Oh, like no robot. They need to be. I see what you mean. They need to be like. There's this artist who has a war mind, what they call a war mind AU, and the fun thing about you right, but there's a fun thing about the war mind AU, where like the Vex are like reverse Vex, so they're mostly Radiolaria and then a little bit of Robobit. Like a tiny little bit of Robo piece, but mostly just goo. And that's like what the Vex are instead of being chassis, they're mostly goo. They're like 80% goo. Okay, we can head back to the Tangled Shore now. I don't remember who the author is. Or not the author, but like the artist who started the Warmind AU. I think in the Party Up Discord, someone linked some art from that artist. Because Warmind AU is a whole thing. Let me see. Scrolling upwards while I'm loading in. Doobie 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 doo. Yeah, I'm gonna put their Tumblr in the chat. But this artist has like a whole Warmind AU thing. That's really neat. You're right. Okay, we've got some bounties that need doing. I guess now is a good time to talk about Babe, have I told you about Privix? He's a fallen OC. Have I told you about Privix? I could info dump about Privix for a little bit. Okay, so the main thing that I have about Privix is that way back, like Dark Ages, close to when the city was founded, but like way back in the Dark Ages, Privix was a House of Wolves member, but he was a really low caste. He was pretty much a dreg. So his title is Privix the Whelp. So he's not like a strong. He's like between a He's like in between a Vandal and a dreg. He maybe has like one arm docked sort of thing. So he's kind of like he's very in between, but like he's not. But he's pretty low rank. So like his arc, as he's introduced, begins with him like having abandoned the House of Wolves and arrived on Earth. My personal at current, his kind of initial motivation is that he like, and again, this is like during the Dark Ages, so he's totally different from like, so he's like really far away from like the general populace, and like, so he'd be pretty old by the time of the game. But like in the Dark Ages, he was like his whole thing was like, these humans that are out in the wilderness just scraping by and doing the best they can are basically like us. They've been hurt after the whirlwind. This is their whirlwind, and we should help them. And that's sort of his belief generally at the start of his arc. And so his main area of working with people is like he's like in this town, and he's trying to help them either negotiate or keep away from other Fallen, and he's trying to be like their advisor kinda for like what kind of tactics and stuff to use. I shouldn't be going this way. I should be staying in this area. But like that's kind of his thing. He's a Fallen who thinks it's a good thing to help the humans out, and he's not opposed to fighting other Fallen, but like he doesn't really want to fight. He just wants to sort of peacekeep a little bit, like mediate on occasion. But like one of the main arcs that I think I want him to go through is like he's helping this group get to the city and stuff, but I think he'll arrive like and see kind of like how all of the fortifications and stuff, and he'll kind of see something that he wasn't expecting, which is that like the humans have walled it off and they don't want Fallen in there, because especially in the city, the human opinion of Fallen is that they're just all pirates and bad, and his arc will turn away from helping to being kind of indignant, like all of this stuff that he's tried to do for humanity is a waste because because after what he saw, he believes that they won't accept him, and that's kind of like an arc that I want to explore, I guess. I don't know. I'm like spitballing, but that's kind of like what I think would be an interesting story to tell with a fallen OC at some point. I don't know. I think it's gonna go in with my Warlock, but that's Krivix. That was like a good amount of time with just info dumping on him, so I think so yeah. Over to this side so I can do the Lost Sector. Now is probably a good time to once again remind people, remember to drink water, take care of yourselves. If you have meds that you need to take and now is the time to take them, make sure to do that.
Heads up, a hive containment cell is about to touch down in this sector.
If you haven't eaten today, it would be a good time to do that as well. I have eaten. I have taken care of myself. I think I finished my water. Not quite. But yeah, just remember to take care of yourselves. I hope everyone is enjoying this stream. I like that I completed the sharpshooter bounty by not shooting but throwing a knife. I just feel like that's kind of ironic. Anyway, one Lost Sector and I think we'll be just about ready. Oh, another thing that I like about Forsaken in general is the wanted enemies that you get. There's this thing within the spider bounties, like you get a sense of like this criminal underworld that exists on the Tangled Shore, because like the descriptions are like actually really interesting flavor text about like why the spider has a beef with a Lost Sector boss or something. It's kind of fun. Oh, wow. That wasn't even like... That wasn't even a Celestial Nighthawk shot. I just straight up killed that dude. I didn't need all the over-preparation that I had set up. Okay, that's all I needed. I just need a loot over here. Alright, so... sort of as an example of the bounties, there's like... It goes from... It can be as simple as Vex salvage is worth good money. That old shipyard was mine when the reef fell. Perhaps a trusted friend might offer me a gift. What's this? Did you really agree to... That's kind of funny. What's this? Did I really agree to reward you for rewarding yourself? Ah, you're a good bargainer, friend. I'll honor the deal. Get 25 precision final blows on the Tangled Shore. They rejected technology when technology transformed the... They rejected technology when technology transformed the Elixni into a proper people. I'm not sure what that one's saying, but sure. And the Great Equalizer is killing Fallen. I gave them a chance. They rejected my offer. If they want so desperately to be fallen, then let them fall. And you get to kind of see like his personal views on it, which are kind of interesting. It's neat. So I think we have the bounties we needed to do, which means I think we can go over to Spider again, and we can learn some stuff. Oh yeah, I saw your link in Discord, babe. I'm gonna share this in the Twitch chat because it's a really good ghost shell. It's really funny. All right, let's go talk to Spider. Yo.
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes? Okay.
Good?
Yep. Just got word that I am going to be leaving in 15 minutes, so I'm not gonna have enough time to do the next story mission, but we can end off now, it seems.
Now we are friends. And I take friendship seriously. Very seriously. Oh, now don't look at me like that. I would never ask you to do something that wasn't in your own interest, too. Remember that. So, to business. I will supply you with the Baron's location, with which I am quite familiar, as it was, until recently, mine.
None of you and the Spider are friends. He gives you the location to the Scorn Baron's hideout. It's time to seek revenge and rob Uldren of his barons by completing the mission Scorned. And we will do that next time. And by next time, I mean next week on Monday, because I'm doing vaguely scheduled streams. But my next stream will be on Thursday, around the same time as this one. So I hope everyone has had a lovely time. I appreciate all of you for joining me. Remember, one last time, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I hope you all had and I hope to see you all again next time. And like I said, we'll be starting with the next big story mission where we'll be taking on the Scorn all at once. And considering it's the third story mission of this DLC, I don't think it's gonna go well. So I hope to see you all for that. Have a good one.